Cheers. And yes, I know this is on the backup channel. I am not going to be able to get together tomorrow. Figured I would just put one here because I was already belated on taking care of the other channel. I have to load up everything, and I want to make sure I get all of this stuff packed up tonight. So it's one less thing I have to deal with tomorrow. Tomorrow will be mostly packing a car, except for anything I don't want to put out there that's you're going to be affected by the cold or has value. So basically, I'll be putting nothing out there tomorrow, as I think about it. What are we looking at today? Well, I saw this, and I fell for it just because of the can. Now, I have had things from South Shore. The first time I ever had anything from South Shore was when the Ninja sent me some nut brown ale. Go figure that there would be some kind of nutting happening from him. Let's see, an ale brewed with honey, natural flavors added. Northern Wisconsin's first micro, established in 1995. And this does not have the alcohol percentage on here because, and I quote, Liv said that it does vary from year to year. And I guess it was just easier to have whatever. She said that this year, she said should be 6.7%, which is pretty zesty, actually. For, like I said, I don't know if it's an ale, so it's not a cider. Yeah. Being cider. Okay, well, it is a very deep amber color with the good glass that I got from Amanda. It says, I love to wrap both my hands around it and swallow. Well, it does not smell like apple cider or even necessarily honey for all that matter. The good news is it doesn't smell like shit. So in other words, it doesn't smell like anything from Ursa Minor. Cheers. Okay, so don't be confused that it's called Apple Fest Ale, as in there's going to be any sweet, appley flavor. It's actually got a fairly in and out. Box is full. It has a fairly deep amber flavoring to it. Definitely an ale. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of that honey. Oh, and thanks Smile Money for once again pointing out that I screwed something up. He's like, where the hell's the brew review? I'm like, where the hell is the brew review? I'm like, okay, this is weird. Did it just not get accept? Then I'm like, okay, so it's not on Rumble. It's not on YouTube. It's, maybe I rendered it and I never uploaded it. No, I never even rendered it. Oh, I was going to just upload it straight from the phone, like I'm gonna probably do with this. So there's no intro, there's no outro. It's just me. Aren't you lucky? And Christine was using the computer, and I figured I would do it after dinner and before the Locked and Loaded show. And I just got this headache I couldn't shake. I had leftover chili that I made from the 2 nights before. Oof. And crawled under a comforter. Ended up going to bed early. Never did Locked and Loaded. Never did get rid of the headache until I woke up without one. Those look good. And I did finally figure it out. Now here is a good bear country setup. We have the G20 with the normal capacity mag. By the way, I'd just like to point out that as of right now, WokeTube has deleted, I think it's six of my BattleBox videos, saying that I broke community guidelines for firearms related. You know what? I don't even give a shit anymore. And by the way, the B&E Brewery reviews, I am only two subs away from getting back to 1,499. So, but Sharky, as long as we're here with this, let us. Have I done this since it's been sitting in this locality? Okay. Again, Selma. This holster was basically made for a Glock 19, and I'm finding that it's working just fine with a 19, all of the ghost guns. The 17, obviously the 22, the 23, basically everything, and even the 20, which the 20 and the 21 are going to be the large frame, works okay in that. So bear country. And I know there's some purists out there that would say, you're only taking a chance by having the extended mag in there instead of a real one. Well, I've actually never had an issue with this. I have had an issue with the Happy Stick in 9mm in Alicia. For some reason that it seems to have an issue, not with the first round, obviously, because it's in there, like the second, sometimes third round, and then after that it runs just fine. But you can get around that just by running regular old G19 or G17 mags in Alicia. Pounders. She's got some pounders. And Scott or Crazy Scotsman, I am first of all, I beat yesterday by quite a margin on tasting, but when it comes to the fact that video, I think there was only 30 views on it as of this starting, so there's not shit for comments. So it's either going to be a really short video, which McLean will act like a 2-year-old, or it'll be a few comments and smile money. Obviously, I'm going to be refreshing and finding some new stuff. Actually, because I haven't hearted anything yet, I could probably do that now and come back to this locality. Reload. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we got Mike saying cheers on the Untitled Art. Then he says, please give my last win to EMT. It was his ship to sink, and that is my orders to you, soldier. Well, no. I don't know. Did I miss something that I've missed? Mike, you sunk the 4-pegger, the battleship. I saw a question about the carrier that had nothing. It is what it is, and I don't care. It's too late. It's already in pen. I got Poco, Mike, and Joey all sinking something. Mike says, sight unseen fee is always $25 per square foot, man, minimum. Well, I guess it depends on what your trade is. Um, to this moment in time, I've never seen any hardwood flooring bid to that extreme, but that's just why, I won't do a bid if I haven't looked at it. There's way too many variables when it comes to flooring. Is it, did finally find that Brad produced a picture of her topless. She's she's always doesn't have a problem showing off her body as long as there's a top and a bottom, but evidently she's relaxed those settings. Mike says 7.5 millimeter socket, man, come on. I now you sound like Christine. You got to get those 0.5ers. Mike, I am no longer calling shots on the board. This is still all on the United Art, or Untitled Art. Sorry. Bad. My biggest read more button. My biggest problem with Olight is they are not built. They did not build a business around quality lights and great customer service. No, they did not. They built a company around paying YouTube channels to push their product. I still remember when they first hit the market. Every fucking channel with a decent amount of subs was pushing their shit. I think they're overpriced, and I can get as good a quality light a lot cheaper from their competitors. I agree. There are still channels out there who push Olight as the end all to flashlights. Like you run them or you die. I don't watch those channels anymore. I personally think that my nice nipple, my original comment was their customer service was bullshit. They're like, it all goes back to that one sale that they had. They're the one that had the sale. They're the one that ended up having their servers crash because of inferior shit on their end. And then on top of it, they said, oh, well, we'll extend the offer for, I don't know what it was. Might as well have been another 5 seconds. And I still never was able to, that shut up and take my money. No, that still never happened. And as far as them goes, I mean, I have pursued them because there were different things that I wanted to try. I do like the O Station charger. I never had a problem with the first one, and I like the second one obviously more. It's more gooder because it does AAA and AA. But as far as shilling any company stuff, the only time that you hear me go gaga googly is, well, first of all, it's usually always over here where there's no intentions. If you see it over here first, it's usually an unboxing or it's just, my thoughts with alcohol involved. And I stay true to that. And Smile Money, the pile of flashlights that are sitting on my knick-knack shelf behind you, there's 2 Olights on it, and somebody may tell you that if they were going to be going out of town for a month, bring you would I would say bring the one that bring the light that works the best for you, that you enjoy the way it works and how it works and what features it has. And this I haven't had a problem with it, but I'm not taking this with for a month to Maine. And like you just said, for instance, the light that I will be taking. I will be taking my night core as my business, as the daily light. Like if I need to stick this somewhere where it could possibly fall down a hole and never be seen again, it served its purpose. It's a good light. I don't necessarily like, if I don't lock it, I do constantly find that, I end up burning a hole in my ass because whatever. But my two favorite lights are the Works lights. Their version of the Olight that has the laser, the UV, the regular light, but it also has the side lights on it, so you can turn that one on and like like this thing. I mean, this is just a super ass. Then it's got the fluffy shit. Like, I don't know what I would do with any of these. Number one, and if you hold it, you can change the color over to whatever you want it to be. I've already gone through all these, but number two, I'll use this to get through Illinois and New York as fast as possible. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm not going to go through them all over again, but so far, I'm not saying that it couldn't happen because it is a slide switch, but if you have it in the middle, it's locked so that the buttons don't trip or trigger anything. And so far, I have not pulled this out of my pocket and have it been on. Matter of fact, my only complaint is right in the very middle, which looks like the laser hole on the other ones. That's actually a sensor for overheat. So if I had it on I think this is 2,000 lumens, 3,000 lumens, and you get your hand too close, it automatically dials it back so that you can't burn something. Well, the only negative, it dropped it back to 55 lumens. From 3,000, ooh, that is warm. Let's right there is 50 degrees. $56. I don't know. Well, surprisingly, I don't understand that. That's warm to the touch. You definitely feel it. And the head of the flashlight right now is 100. It's just like 100 degrees. I don't know if the bulbs aren't. That's weird. Yeah, the bezel is 100 degrees, but the glass and the bulbs are not. But the only issue that I have had with this one so far is when I was trying to break into the engine compartment of the van because the cable is stretched and I couldn't get the hood to open. I was trying to peer through through the grating on the front of the radiator inlet there, and evidently I was close enough that it kept dimming down. Well, I'm in the bright sun here, and then it's dark on the other side of the of the front of the beyond the bumper, and every single time I got too close to where I could actually see something, it would just drop it from 3,000 lumens down to 55, and that's the first time I've used it where I'm like, God. But yeah, my and this one, which has a heck of a lot more features than the Olight. I mean, to me, this alone is worth the price of admission. And of course, you can dial it up. It'll go from 3 lumens all the way to 350 lumens. Yet on 350 lumens at night, it's like, this is like way more than lighting up the whole room. I actually use this particular setting a lot. And of course, there's no, when you're done, there's no the night core has to be on, and then you press and hold, and then there's a delay, and then it says lock number 1, lock number 2. Again, the Olight doesn't have the side stuff, but they're still a frustrating company to work with. It's like you're telling, so evidently maybe nobody has ever used my affiliate code with Olight. So as far as they're concerned, my doing videos for them have amounted in nothing. I don't know. I know personally, I know several people that have purchased different Olights after I made a comment about them, but Bad, sorry. Damn it, Bobby. Bad, I am not saying that I don't endorse Olight. I agree 100% with you. As far as a company goes, I think a lot of the ways that they do stuff is shit, or some things. I mean, these two lights are the same price. As a matter of fact, this one had an automatic discount code. It just said, if you use code light or works or whatever, we'll take 10% off. And it just did automatically. Again, as far as features goes, who knows if it's like something worth discussing, but it's supposed to be like an OLED display. Maybe it's dialing back because it doesn't want it to be on too long and superheat. But again, if these lights are the same price, I buy the works, hand down, any day. Now, personal preference, I want the new XR red dot because of the different reticles. And it also has a pop-up. If it'll actually pop up a rear set of sights on it, but if you don't need them, you can just push them down and they click and stay down in place. It's got the hooded recharger, just like the one that I have that's on the Hellcat RDP. I choose that I want that, but they won't send it. As a matter of fact, they won't even acknowledge that I have asked if it's possible to get one to review. I mean, just being honest, I don't want to pay full price. I can't afford to buy one at all right now. So if I can get a company to send me one, and then I'll do a video and give my honest thoughts. I mean, for me, let's see. BattleBox has been a good company to work with. Core is a really nice company. They're like, just do an honest video. We're not, along with 1791 gun leather. they're also, we're not going to script this. We're not going to tell you anything. Like, for instance, and I don't even know if I even, now that I think about it, I don't think I even followed it. The O Station 2 was supposed to, there was like a script, not necessarily that you had to follow it and read it, but these are suggestions for you to follow and read. And it was like, but no, I like companies that just say, you know, this is your video, you know, like I said, Carl that I deal with at Core, he goes, here, he goes, I think our products sell themselves. So all that we're asking is just do an honest review. And the only thing I've ever been, that's been my decision, is if something happens while you're doing a review, like maybe I break something, or it's like, well, that one flashlight, it's talked about the magnetic base, and there was no magnetic base. And when I contacted them, they're just like, well, that it's an option. You can get a magnetic base for it. Okay, well, on your box, it says magnetic base. It doesn't say you can get an optional magnetic base. So now if it actually said that at Amazon, I would be a little pissed off to only find out, but it doesn't actually say it on their Amazon thing. It's just whatever. But companies that just allow you the freedom of, you know, if you like it, you like it. And if something happens, you know, I'll contact them first and say, listen, I was having this happen. And is this like a normal thing? Because, like, for instance, trying to think of what was the latest, and, you know, the difference between a company actually making good on it versus blah blah blah. Well, we'll just never talk to him again because he didn't smooch enough Olite ass or something like that. But I'm like, okay, well, you know, maybe by the time I get around to it, I'll end up just saying screw it, because I would absolutely be happy with another of the 507, the 507, the one that's on the HK Tactical, my VP9 Tactical. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not a sealed emitter. And if I'm going to spend my own money, I am going to buy a product from a company that has the sealed emitter, because especially on the Hollisons, the Hollison is a deep cavity, and it's hard to, you know, say versus, ooh, she's so endowed. When it's not sealed and it's something like this that I can literally see, this is something that I cannot do with the Hollison successfully without half of it looking like crap. I mean, I can literally just take a little bit of this rag, put my wrap it over my pinky, and go in there and give the glass a cleaning, because it's got a shallow opening. The Hollison is deep. I mean, if you're not using like a cotton swab or something, where like something like this literally can represent the end of my shirt and my pinky, where the sealed, the Olite red dot, that's the sealed one that I have on the Hell Kitty. It's right here. There's nothing in the way. You can take your shirt and clean both the front and back at the exact same time, and you don't have to worry about, say, a dust bunny getting down in there, because if you get the right angle, you guys can actually see the emitter. I mean, you can see the emitter right there through the glass. So I want to put something better on here. Is it necessary? Maybe not. Maybe there's someone that, but it's my gun. I can do what I want with it when I can afford to do what I want. And that's why I wanted to put the brand new Olight XR is a sealed emitter, and that was something that I wanted to give a try. Holtzman also offers several sealed emitters. A lot of the companies are, but it's considerably more expensive for the the Holtzman versus the Olight, but c'est la vie. But that's something that I have never been something that I would do. I would never come on a video and say, hey, this is the greatest holster ever. If you don't get one of these, you are stupid. And then you get it and you're not happy with it and it doesn't work as advertised. I'm not going to ever be that guy. I am never going to be the guy that said, you should get this, because I hate it when I get burnt. And again, I'll call them out whenever. I've always been friends with Such, but when Such put up a video bragging about all of these 10mm mags from Wilson Combat, and I know Wilson Combat's a good name, but their 10mm mags suck. I absolutely hate Wilson Combat's 10mm mags. Yeah, I'd fly those friendly skies. There'd be a lot of turbulence. if you know what I mean. Oh, hey, this is a first for you guys. You can hear the inside of the gun room. Doesn't it sound good in here? Oh, yeah. You know what that sound is right there? That's the sound of freedom. But, Bad, you are 100% right. There is a lot of options. She's cute. There's a lot of options in flashlights. I got to get all my Lindbergh together too. I'm bringing everything. I think I've got two of each left that are going to take the trip with me. Hey, Violet. Brad's girl. Talking about Brad's girl. Yeah, my most carried flashlight. Well, my work EDC now, Brad's girl again, is the Nightcore. Something happens with the Nightcore. This will be my work EDC. And I tell you what, I don't have a problem putting my money where my mouth is. You could say, I know, Bad. Ask me this. What do I think of the Works TD11? What do I think of the TD11, Bad? Well, I like it so much that Unbroken, I purchased this one And then when I got my hands on it, it was like, have you ever liked something so much that in the event that something happened, you immediately wanted to be able to replace it? Or you thought that you liked it enough that if it got discontinued, you'd still want to, she's so beautiful, that you'd still want to have one? Well, that's this. And that's why I purchased this one, and then I purchased that one and it's just sitting there as a backup. I suppose there's a possibility as a work light that I might throw this in my pile as work lights. One of those. Will I would actually kind of be upset if something happened to the works. If this fell out of my pocket, like that what happened that one day, and it went bloop bloop, and it went down a well in the ground, and I was like, oh well. This kind of is an oh well. The other, I mean, is it work or workos? I don't know. Woobin. These things aren't all that expensive, and this guy's the same way. I mean, it's got very bright. Anybody see a really bright light? Same thing, except for this one's got a dial on it. So you can turn it up or down. Slide switch, turn it off. It's got a tactical switch on the bottom of it. If you have it in the right setting, it turns. You can turn on and off the. If you move it to there, oh yeah, you can. If you're out walking the dog or something at night, and then when you're not using it, it's the slide switch is a lock. So there's a potential for this switch to get moved. And then that exposes the charging port. I mean, this one doesn't have a magnetic tip on it because the tactical buttons are there. So if you want to just be able to touch it, like at night when I go to bed, it's just 10 lumens. Or if you press and hold, then it's the 3000 lumens. So it doesn't have a magnetic tip. This one, and the Olight. I know it's turned into a fucking travesty of a commercial. The Olight magnetic charging, and it's a magnet. This one has an 18650 in it that can be swapped out or charge it internally through itself. My girl, Dana, also has a magnetic tip to it. The Warrior that I got from Amanda. Now, I it's full disclosure goes, I know she would probably be pissed off if she knew that I had it and I was not really using it, but I like the light because it's bright, it's easy to use, magnetic charging, magnetic base, and it's just an awesome, this Arctic white is cool as hell. I love the knurling on it, but I haven't carried it with me because I just feel like how long is it's a Warrior Mini. Sorry, there's also a Warrior. I think it's a badass light, and but it kind of represents a little gift. It was a gift from Amanda, so it was up until it came down here. For the video, it needs to actually go back upstairs. It's my bedside light, as though the five weapon mount ones aren't enough. But giving credit where credit is due, I have not found the equal on this. If you can find me a flashlight laser combo that you set it and forget it. I mean, this is going to work on almost any pistol. The only one that it doesn't work on is my Hellcat RDP. It's a small. I do not have a light on that. I wouldn't mind having a light and a flashlight on it. Then I'd have to have Pete make me new holsters. But the Baldor Mini and the other one, there's one of the other ones on one of the guns. I like these. I like these because it's a light and a laser. But I mean, if someone can turn me on to somebody that makes one that's nice and dainty like that, and nice nips. Let's see. So after 40 minutes, we've hit the first comment for the Ursa Minor Blueberry Cherry Lemon Sour Shit Beer. The Ninja says, yeah, first and naked. Bad says, salty is number one today. Mr. Solar says, your Twinkie is showing there, Mr. Naked. There's a disturbing thought. Rich says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Bad says, cheers, Rich. Mr. Solar says, yo, Rich. Wade says, when it comes to politics and politicians, what you tolerate is what you end up with. That's a sub-comment from Wade. I mean, I do not disagree with that at all. Bad says, greetings, Captain. Spank me. Mr. Solar says, 9 minutes and 20 seconds to take a damn sip. PBR sounds pretty good right now. John, unlike just because I do brew reviews doesn't mean I just became a holy roller when it comes to alcohol. Paul from PA Brew News, cover your ears. I'm sorry we have to have this emotional divide right now. But when it comes to a daily drinker, for me, if you said one beer, the rest of your existence, what's it going to be? I'm going to tell you that this is my daily drinker, my lawnmower beer, open the refrigerator and just have a beer and go watch some TV. If I'm treating myself, I've been Weird Eric lately. As you know, I can go a year without giving a flying shit about an IPA. God, I'd love tacos right now. Then all of a sudden, my mood changes, and I haven't had a good IP or a good stout. Well, I've had the tiramisu is really good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't had for the money. Well, all beer is bullshit. The fact that you're looking at $10 for a 4-pack. When would that become a thing? Let's not raise the rate. Let's just give them less beer. Instead of it being $10.99 or $9.99 for a 6-pack, let's go that price for a 4-pack. Sad. Really sad. Today is actually, as far as a theme goes, if you haven't. Too bad this wasn't actually live where I could go, okay, the first person that can actually tell me what the theme is, I mean, it's really, really quite easy if you realize what all those are. But, yeah, it was a theme day, so, because Sharky would want me to, the bottom of the pile should be this PSA with the boner mag. What? A firearm in my collection that is empty? I think this baby is, yeah, just a mil spec slut. Good God. Nice titties. And what is that smell? It almost has a slight sulfur smell when you're busy racking your slide. Reminds me of Joey's sister, and she's squirting. I don't remember. I don't think this thing ever get fired. Rich, did we shoot this? I think we did. I think we brought this out. I think now it does have a KS-47 bolt carrier in it, which is the same carrier as this guy, who I would say I just call that the KS-47. Now this is a proprietary setup. The lower is definitely of a unique look and design. It's got this awesome, I do like the mag release, being able to just rock forward on this. Love this rifle. And of course, me and Rich smile moneyed the fuck out of it before I went out. Right now, it actually has my my Geisley 3-gun, which I think Geisley triggers are just overpriced. You know, again, it's your shit. I put it in here because I think this is like the 4th rifle I've had this thing in. Originally, this was in Alice. Alice has a Rise armament in it right now, and that's what I plan on keeping in her. But I mean, it serves its purpose. It's a don't get me wrong, it's a decent trigger in compare. I mean, it kicks mil-spec's ass hand over fist, but I just yeah, and I like the fact that it's a flat bow. Of course, it has we did ambi controls. The Huber brake, just freaking awesome. William hooked me up with the Rayton scope on here. As full disclosure goes, I actually have not shot it since putting the scope on here. The only thing I would even consider doing to this would maybe be a captured bolt or a buffer system. There's several companies. The most amount of money you can spend would be the JP Enterprises, like I have in the JP. There's almost all firearm related twin ports bid going on right now, and there's a Armaspec AR. Now it says that it's an Armaspec AR-10 a silent capture bolt or a buffer system. I have an Armaspec silent capture in the 24-inch, and I think that's the only one that I have. They're awesome. I mean, you don't hear any of the reciprocating, the spring and the kaboingy thing with them. And the Arma Spec brand was pretty reasonable as far as price goes. J-Dog, laugh out loud. I don't care what actually goes in that spot. It's not my house. Well, I think I said that. And I know you don't. But it's just freaking silly. Did I just spit olive? Slow that down. Bleh. McLean. I could just not fuck a big chitty goth chick. Just kidding, I could. And Meg Ryan. I'd like to get goth make or lipstick all over my dick. Smart money. In full disclosure, I did not compete in today's first to comment competition because I had prior knowledge of the posting since the host completely forgot to post his review from yesterday. And I called Duluth Emergency Services to check on the well-being. Smart money goes, I think I just saw his toe move. They went by and agreed Eric is not well. Thanks, my money. Spam money. Sub-comment to himself. They were also not sure of the being part of human being, that is. Paul from PA Brew News says, cheers all, epic beer weekend. Unfortunately, Paul, I hope yours was epic because Ursa Minor was not epic. But 6.7%, let's give Bad something the chamois cloth his penis off with too. Hey, did you see my balls drop? What? I don't get out much. Except for today. I had to change out the battery in the Honda. At least it's nice to know that there is absolutely nothing wrong with the Honda. I don't even remember what I talked about yesterday about the Honda. Oh, that last one? I gotta go back. She's cute. Nope, that is not what I just wanted to do. I mean, the body is awesome, but you can just look into those eyes. So I just messed everything up over here. From most relevant to newest, filter out. Ooh, I don't want to filter out responded to now because okay. Smart money. If I have to explain every comment will have a read more button. Fair enough. Let's not do that. Oh, my balls dropped again. Ooh, look. The left testicle is a floaty. That one must be empty. It was probably right after I had my phone conversation with McLean, toweled off. That is interesting. Oh, my beer girl, aka Sharky's neighbor's daughter. Nice Napilii. And then, of course, the blonde. There's been only one smile-munning thing ever done to this. There was supposed to be two things. I just chicken shitted out and never got it done. It's got a little lead action going on. The trigger, see, the only thing I've ever known in the AK world is my redhead, the one that I no longer have, the one that John has. And staying true to what I said, I am not going to stand here and tell you I regret having that happen. I'm glad that that John has it, and I was able to, he financially helped me in exchange for holding my heart hostage and taking the redhead. It's badass. I have been able to go on and move forward since doing that. And of course this one, I don't remember if we got out and shot that or not, but we've got, John, Huber Customs, on here. I can't even remember if okay. Well, evidently to time it to this spot must have required a wrench or something. I know it's been fired because it has all the telltale signs of muzzle blast. But yeah, this is the thing that this is lacking in is trigger. And I have an expensive trigger sitting around. The problem is I don't know shit about doing the AK triggers, and this particular trigger is like, if you have this style frame, use these parts. If you have this style, it's just, I think it's over there along with the rest of the triggers. I don't even know. I could have made that still could, but it's just, unfortunately, one more thing that I would be bringing with me that has a few issues, being in these government oversight, overrun, non-Second Amendment. Dana, you're awesome. Places, but yeah, I could have brought this with and had it be a project for me and John, but I know I can do it completely on my own. But yeah, this is the only AK left in the collection. And I would definitely take even a Palmetto State AK over a 30 cal AR hybrid. Cheapo gun guy, you're going to come across people in your life who will say all the right words at all the right times, but in the end, it's always their actions you should judge them by. Mega. Abso-effing-lutely. Well, if those are real, that was an expensive job because they did not go in under. And I'm telling you right now, by the lack of what we see, the point is well made. No pepperonis were killed in the making of those titties. It's funny. If you can drink Mad Dog, you can drink Seagram 7, Black Velvet, or Canadian Mist. I can't drink Mad Dog. Well, Mad Dog's different. Mad Dog's sweet. Mad Dog's like dessert. Seagram 7 is not. Black Velvet is not. And Canadian Mist is not. But I can drink all of those if ginger ale, Sprite, or 7-Up are involved. Those are all great candidates for a mixed drink. It's how many? $25 for a big-ass bottle. Tom says, all terrible things to drink. Rich Huff says, I think these for sure. See, what I'd like to build someday is what Din, what your little guy, an AK pistol that has no wood furniture. I want it to be tactical. Heck yeah. Okay. Where do I put Apple Fest Ale? Now, I'm not disappointed, but I was looking forward to having a kind of a sweeter, enjoyable, drink 3 of them for the review, have 3 more later tonight, and be done with it. But it is, it's an ale. Overall, it's a good ale. It just wasn't what I was expecting. What does this say? Special for a reason. Inspired by the renowned Applefest, which is, if you have a chance to go to Applefest, it is quite the thing. Extraordinary fanfare. This beer honors those delinquent folks who have chosen an agricultural way of life in our Bayfield, Wisconsin peninsula, combining the flavors and aromas of the locally produced honey, apple cider, specialty malts. We have produced one of the most unique products, to be sure. It is a characteristics of beer, mead, and hard cider. I don't. Damn. I don't know if it's me, but those are nice chesticles. I like to hang out with her in a freezer.
You care if I make the pizza now?
Yeah, do it. Okay. I'll rate it for what I actually think of it versus what I thought it was going to be, because that's unfair. Because if that was the case, I'd have completely different score for different relationships in my life. It does have a I guess I could see all those in there. When I think about it, the apple is more of like an apple skin, kind of a heaviness to it. Malty, but not going in the maltiness of, say, of a beer that's like a corn beer where you get that obvious corn sweetness to it. Mead, I guess possibility. Apple cider, I don't know. Maybe when you combine everything all together. Those are some big gishy boobies. You know, would I get it again? Yeah, I'd probably get it again. It was $12.99 for a 6-pack, 12-ounce 6-pack. This is the first time I've actually ever done this. If you go out to a bar, you'll inevitably, indubiously, see somebody or people that ask for green olives, shorted it. Green olives in their beer. Nice everything. Okay. Squirrel. Hey, there's a squirrel eating a squirrel, screwing a squirrel. South Shore's Applefest Ale, on the E scale, I'd give it an 8. I would recommend it. I would get it again. It was just, it was different than I thought it was going to be. I guess if I would have read it first, would I have changed my mind? Characteristics of beer, mead and apple cider and hard cider. So, I do have a fast question. At an hour, it's going to be a very limited amount of people. Probably nobody will answer this question. Because I'm trying to make sure that my wardrobe matches my accessories. Smile Money will actually probably answer this. I was going to be bringing a neck knife, and I have it narrowed down to 2. My what breed? Drawing a blank. This was a battle box item. Half-breed blades. They sell this for $250. And this was what was a battle box item. So if you paid even right now, $160 for a battle box, you basically got this for $100 off, and then all of the shit in the box. At the time, I don't know how much this cost, but the one of these half-breed blades right now is $100 or $250, and she is one of the hottest chicks, completely in the rotation. I don't care what anybody says. She's a redhead. She has the freckles. She's chesty. They're real. I know she's a real girl. So I was, and I know, maybe I'll just ask this question of Wade, because I trust my big brother on all things knives. I'm either going to be wearing this when I leave, and I do really love this because it is a heavy ass little guy. So if you had to strike somebody at the top of the skull with this, they're not getting up. Their sheath setup is awesome. There's no way. I don't know if I'd want to bet the knife on this, but as fast as I could swing this, do I think the blade would stay in the sheath? I think I'm Irish enough that I might be able to get it to dislodge, but we're talking about, just look at the steel involved in this. This is a full tang construction. I wish they were paying me to talk. Their knives are, I think the cheapest thing they have in their entire collection might be $225, and then they go up from there. And I was finally able to get it right. The dragon. That is their symbol. It's like Braille from hell. Half-breed blades is that's the way it's supposed to be. When it comes to these Oriental symbols, make sure you do your research before you have something tattooed on you and you think it says, I love poodles, and it turns out it says, I like things in my butthole because I'm gay. So, Wade, or anybody else that wants to answer this, do I take this as my neck knife, or do I take it was a Mission, I don't remember what it was. These two go back and forth as my two, just as blades. They're awesome. But Wade, if you're packing to be gone for a month and you don't want to be without your favorite, I know Wade's like going, why are we just not taking both? And I sharpened them both up. So, Wade, which one should I take as my my neck knife EDC? Because one of the two of these for Scarlet, nice big puffy. One of the two of these is going. This thing is just honestly, it's a really nice knife. Okay, let's get out of here. Dinner's going to be done in like 6 minutes from right now. Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, your boobs. Cheers, Rich. Rich, it's going to be a matter of tomorrow. I'm going to leave early on Monday. Be down at your place around dinner time. Smile money. I touched base via text with Pete. He has been warned. Okay. Tom, thank you for drinking terrible beer on our behalf, Eric. Can you tell me your 5 favorite beers of all time? Okay. Yeah. I'll put number 1 because of the fact that I love the way it tastes, and if I had to pick something as a daily drinker that I would want to stay with, would be Castle Danger Cream Ale. Personal favorite. Now, I'm just being honest because you get my honest answer. In my top 5, I would always have Bud Light Chelada. It's just I cannot recreate it to the point where I'm like, I made this. I really like this. Now I can add Bloody Mary mix to different inexpensive beers. I have not tried Pabst, Mr. Solar, but this would actually take up a spot in my favorite beers just because a daily drinker kind of stuff. Another personal favorite is Hop Slam. So now we're at number 3 that I've used up. For sure, Dogfish Head 120 would always be in my top 5. So now I have just 1. And I would put some kind of a stout in there. Probably Speedway Stout, barrel aged. It was the golden ticket beer. Got a hold of one of those, 750 milliliters was $60. Me and I happened Johnny Watson split it. Just an exceptional. the chocolates and the coffee, and we all just sat there drinking, and nobody said anything. But for $55, I mean, you're talking about um 20 what? You're talking about 20 like 23 $24 a glass. I mean, if you took a $60 beer and divided it by 3, which is what happened, yeah, it's I would something like the barreled aged Speedway stout. Got to have a stout in there. There's a New Holland. There's a lot of really good stouts but that one was just an exceptional. But I think when it comes to favorites, I have to put in there, what if someone came to me and just said, granting your wish, we will hook you up for the rest of your life. What is it that you want? The Castle Danger cream ale by far, and then the Bud Light Chelada. You know, I haven't found anybody else that actually makes a version of that I like as much. And, but yes, you know, I can do my own, maybe when I'm out there, yeah, I'll stick with that. Bad says, howdy clubbers. Yes. Wow. Seriously? Family, one more day until we are officially in the No Mat February. Fingers crossed that you'll do a Bloody Mary Sunday to give us a bonus week to No Mat February. Probably, nope, I'm doing this today on the backup channel, and tomorrow all this is being broken down, all being packaged up. Tom, I love that hat. Good advice for healthy living. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. When you get into some good pussy, let me tell you. Smile Money says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Smile Money. And thank you for saving the beer world. Then he says, how could everything be straight in J-Dog's project if you were in the house? Poco says, morning drinking. It's 4:30 right now. It was 3:30 when shut up. Salty first double naked club. And Poco, guess I'll watch this while I pull this festering transmission. Well, trust me, you wouldn't want to be here pulling that tranny unless, of course, you have access to a heated garage, which I didn't today. Work as long as you can, go get warmed up, come back and do it all. Yes. Okay, nothing over here. Evidently, my upload has not hit on Rumble, so Smile Money can't be the one and only. And let's double check. Newest. See if anything got... Oh, Wade, wow, you were so lucky. You are having something men have spent an entire lifetime looking for. Consistent, reliable suckage. Fuck yeah. Unfortunately, it was a beer. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go have dinner. Thank you for checking out these videos. rest assured that I might do a live or a short from the road, just letting you know when I'm on the road. Put something up, interaction with a few of you during the day. I will probably use B&E for that because I don't think B&E has any shorts listed so far. Other than that, I will be at Rich's Monday night unless something happens. Tuesday, I will be on the road early in the morning, and 8 hours after I hit the road, I will be in New York. Planning on being there right now 3 or more days because I don't. I'm not dying with any regrets, and neither should you. Cheers, guys. We'll probably see you from the road, maybe see you in New York. Otherwise, we'll see you in Maine. Cheers. Time for the reach around because I'm going to go straight from here to you. Save me some time.